Is that what I did last time? Uh-oh.
No, last time I was like, hey, or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then I looked at you like...
Yeah, you killed my vibe.
Okay, so... Oh, here we go with the clapping. I can't. I always got to do the clapping. So this is going to be the Q&A of the questions that you guys asked us.
This is literally questions not individually, so...
Not individually? So
oh,
like
only
group,
one.
And it was directed towards me, right?
Yeah.
But we can answer them individually.
Yeah, we could do like...
So, actually, you read a question and then I read a question.
Okay.
So I'll read them from yours because you know what you know what your questions look like, and you read them from mine.
So I'll read yours.
Yeah, so read mine. So you go first. We're gonna do the questions that people ask me.
There's a lot of like same questions.
Well, there's a lot of I'm not sure, but I know that they're gonna be questions that are asked in different ways, and so they can be answered in different ways.
Okay.
You know, so.
Someone asks, when did you meet?
Where and when did you meet? All right. This is a big problem in our lives because she swears that she met me like 2 years ago, and I swear that I met. 2 years ago? Yeah. No, like three or four. I swear I met her in high school.
Nah, baby, but I was in high school 4 years ago.
No.
We have different views on how we met each other.
No, yeah. So my view, and I'm gonna explain my view. Unless you want to go first. You want to go first?
No, you can go.
Because you answer. All right. So I'll go.
Yeah.
I can answer this one. So basically, I remember meeting Natalie Ortiz. She doesn't have a middle name. I remember.
Don't say my government.
Oh, we'll bleep that one out.
Thank
We'll
you.
bleep that one out. We'll do the beep. Right? Okay. So I remember meeting Natalie back in high school. It had to have been like junior year. I can't remember specifically, like I wasn't focused on meeting her. It wasn't a focus at the time. It was just I remember this memory, so I remember it. That's pretty much it. And I have actual facts to prove this. Okay, so we actually met back in high school around my junior year, and she was a sophomore apparently. And what happened was I met her when she came over Aaron's house, a mutual friend, my best friend. She came over the house to, I don't know what it was.
Because I was cool with Aaron and Nico before Leo.
Yeah, my two best friends. We grew up together. So she was cool with them before we ever met. So she just came over the house because I guess they invited her. What I was doing, I legitimately remember all of us being in the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
We were all in the kitchen. And no, don't say yeah because you say I was on my laptop.
You were on your laptop.
No, because I would never take the laptop into a kitchen because I know how Aaron eats.
No, nobody was eating.
Why would I ever bring a laptop in? Anyway, that's besides the point. We were all in the kitchen, right? And she comes, you know, talking to the guys or whatever. She doesn't even introduce herself to me, okay? Nobody introduced her to me. She was just a girl that randomly popped up. I said hi, whatever. It wasn't like a, oh, how are you? I'm Leo. You know, it was just like a, you know, regular whatever. And that was pretty much it. She came over, and I remember that day, Nico, I, and Aaron, we all made like this like rendition to Annie Mineo song that came out. And I recorded it. I have the recording of the video. I had a whole freaking vest on, not a vest, like a cardigan. I had a cardigan on. It was like winter time. Okay?
It was because I had a blue hoodie on. What was I wearing?
That day you had on, I don't even remember what you had on, to be honest.
I had my hair was in a bun.
I think you had like a black sweater and like,
always see these black sweaters.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was when I met her, okay? If you listen to this, the cardigan that I had, I did not take with me to the ministry. I left to the ministry a year and a half after I graduated high school. So there's no way that I could have met her after high school or my senior year because my senior year style changed.
You were not just like preppy.
I was not preppy. I was prepping my senior year because of all like prom and all that stuff. I was getting, you know, dress down day. We were seniors. That's what I remember. And that's how I remember meeting Natalie. Go ahead. And you know what? And at the end of this, why don't you guys put down in the comment section or like DM us or something who you think is telling the truth? Or who you think story lines up better? Because...
But, babe, because we have kind of the same, like, way of how we met. It was at Aaron's house. We were in the kitchen. I brought Nico McDonald's. That's the only reason why I went to the house, and I knew of Leo, but I didn't, like, never conversated with him nor seen him in person. So when we entered the kitchen, it was just Leo there, and I guess the guys already knew.
Leo there.
Guys.
What does that? When I went into the kitchen.
Yeah, I went into the kitchen. Can I finish?
It was just Leo there, but
yeah.
I literally just finished saying that we were all in the kitchen.
Yeah. Baby, I meant like you were sitting there.
Okay.
The only person I didn't like meet. Yeah. The guys did not introduce because I guess they were assuming like since we all know each other, then I already knew Leo. So yeah, I had a blue hoodie on. My hair was in a bun. I looked a hot mess. It was not cold out. It had to been like going spring.
Yeah, because I had my curly hair. I just remember, I know I had my cardigan, my Supras.
We're definitely like right here with it though. So next question.
No, finish it. I want to see how this ends because I have.
Baby, like that's it.
Okay, we all know whose memory is better right now. At this point, we all know.
Long story short, we've met each other a long time ago.
Long story short, we met each other a long time ago, and I remember and my way is right. So this is for Leo. Taps the mic, 1, 2, 3. How did you know Natalie was the one? I swear I prepared for these questions, and like every time like I get on camera, it kind of like goes away, which is good because it's a more natural answer.
Get it together.
I know it's a more natural answer. I like it that way. But I knew Natalie was the one when everything we did together, good or something bad happened, we both seemed to even each other out. When her sister had passed away, I kind of remember saying the story on YouTube before. When I first, when I knew of Natalie and her and the death of her sister, I, told Nico and Aaron, and I couldn't physically comfort her, but if I was there because I was her friend, I would have done that. I would have, invited her out to eat or, something to comfort her. And I say that to say because I accompanied her on what was it? Her birthday. We all went to the grave, and she was really, really strong. And I think part of the reason, and not to beat myself up at all, and I think part of the reason, to be completely honest and transparent, I think part of the reason why she was so strong and didn't just burst down into tears was because she had someone that was able to make her laugh, even when there was something going on that was kind of dark. I kept mentioning throughout the day, like, this is a day of celebration, not of sorrow. And I kept, just things naturally came out of me to help support and push her to be what she needed to be for her family. Like, things like that were the things that let me know she was the one. I was able to speak into her life. We would literally like pour into each other, speak life over each other. And I think that was the most important thing for us when we started, even talking. We had two severe conversations before we even started dating. One about dating, and then the other one about life. And one was at Dunkin' Donuts for hours, and then the other one was at the diner. 5 hours. And through those two conversations, we weren't even dating. We exchanged information, and somehow we either ended up leaving with resolution or peace in our hearts about the conversations. Things that were never mended or things that were broken and never fixed. We were able to, God actually was able to heal us both, just through the words that we would say to each other. And I think that's what, told me this is it. This is it. Even earlier, like, we were walking away from the car because we'd just come back to eat, and she forgot her juice and she wanted her juice. And so I gave her this look like, oh my God. And then she was like, you know what, here, just grab the key and go. And I would never let her walk in the dark by herself. It's things like that keep reassuring her that she's safe. Things along the way that just naturally happen that will give you confirmation, like, yo, she's good people, like, she's the one.
He would say this not like straight into the relationship, but like after a while he'd be like, this is it, and I'm like, what? Like, how, where, when? But, yeah. He knew from the get. I
think I did know from the get.
He did, but he just wanted to like.
I was making sure.
Like, reassure himself.
I would tell her like, I love you, but I'm not in love.
No, he would tell me.
And I would tell her that because like being in love is something completely different. You have to be completely like infatuated with the person. And infatuation can sometimes be twisted and manipulated to this obsession, you know? And we even had our moments where we were like, oh, I'm so obsessed, and like this and that. But those were our like cute moments, you know, things that
like when he
now
would go
we don't
away.
say.
He would go away for a while.
Yeah, I would go away for a while, like on business or whatever, and we would just be like, oh, I miss you, and you know, all these words that in person we would never say. And then eventually it went into not saying it over text and then saying it in person. And then gradually as the relationship went on, I think that's when I kind of knew, like, you know, I'm super comfortable. Like, not comfortable in like a state where I could just sit back or whatever. I'm comfortable in a sense where I can be a complete goofball, because I'm literally like a child. Like everywhere I go, I have to, cause man, there's a whole history as to why I'm always just so joyous and so happy. I always keep that on me, and I thank God for that, because that's not easy to have, especially with a lot of things that go on in people's lives. I'm super fortunate and super blessed to be able to be happy and joyful every single day. And I think that's something that I add to her life. That and patience. And she adds structure and balance. So those two things for each other are just enough, you know, to know like, yo, perfect couple. But yeah, that's how I kind of knew. Next question.
At what point did you believe she was the one?
At what point? This is different because the other one was how. So like what happened?
Like, yeah.
You can answer this. What happened?
I don't know. I mean, I can stand from my point.
Yeah. What happened to you that from that moment on you knew like, yo, this could possibly be like it? Was it the hospital and we went to the hospital and I had to take care of you, or you know, things like that?
Yeah.
You know, was it when I would take you to school, or like, I don't know.
In the beginning, me and Leo, I never even thought like, first of all, we'd be here right now. Just saying. Sorry, just saying. So, I don't know, because there's so many things that led up to like me knowing.
First of all, let's just bring into like highlight that there was a point she said to herself that she confessed to me she would never date me.
All right, that's
because I was a child.
That's another story. And this was before we started dating.
Because I act too much like a child.
He does act like a child. So that's why he says that. Because I swear, like, I never knew that. I would have never considered him. Okay.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, but that's the thing. It's crazy because, like, the most unexpected things like turn out to be like
the most beautiful.
The most beautiful thing ever. But
imagine.
Okay, so there's like a number of events, like when he like came with me to support me when my sister's birthday approached, like we went out to dinner, and for it to not to just be like negative.
It wasn't awkward either.
Yeah, it was.
Because we were just starting like.
It was 3 months in the relationship, and mind you, he travels for a living, so a lot of the time in the beginning he was away.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of like is what like solidified our relationship. When he's away, we communicate to like a whole nother level. We get deep. We talk about things that, you know, just I don't know. But things like when he comes home, like he comes with me and my family to like my sister's birthday, and then afterwards, so the day won't like end on a bad note or like on a negative note. Like we went to Dave & Buster's just so he can boost me. We did go to Dave & Buster's. He doesn't tell me these things, but I just know, like, cause that's just him. That's just how he is. And then like I had this. It's very TMI, but whatever. I had went to the hospital for. I had an abscess, and.
Well, when you say like that, that's gross.
Well, that's the correct term.
She had an ingrown on her leg.
Yeah, that turned into an abscess.
Oh my gosh.
An
that's
abscess
weird.
is like that big. It's TMI, but whatever. You get the point. He was in the room and held a girl down. So,
I tried to get you to play games. Remember?
Yeah, and I got furious. Yeah, so even the doctor was like.
She was like, put it away. Like she doesn't want to do that right now.
She doesn't want to do that right now.
I'm like, I'm just trying to be a supportive boyfriend. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's kind of, and then when I left to my job because I have surgeries on my legs, and then, you know, just there's a lot of like events that had happened, and just his comfort and things that he says to motivate me, because being in school is not an easy thing. So, and at the time I was like like dealing with a lot of anxiety and like depression due to my sister and my past relationship. So just the comfort. I already knew.
Yeah.
Just,
I think the point for me was when you left the diner. I think that's when I started to like realize like this is real, because when she left the diner,
I called him crying. Right?
She called me crying. Yeah. What's crazy is she left the diner, and that same week I had to fly out somewhere, so I couldn't even be here to like help her get through that situation. Story. You know, and then she ended up finding a job, right? And then I had to travel again. I come back when she just got her like first couple days. She ended up hating it, and she couldn't do it. And then she ended up finding another job like a day after, you know. And this whole time, I was there to.
Not even that, financial wise,
I mean, I really don't know how. Like, I mean, I know how, but like, I really don't. Here's the thing. We can even talk to Mama D about this. I always told her, when I'm able to support a woman on my own, then that'll give me assurance like this is something that I can actually hold on to forever.
Let's just touch bases on the kind of bills that I had. Before Leo, I always was financially stable.
Yeah.
Always. So, you know, school, gas, my car insurance, rent, student loan. When I lost my job, I didn't know what to do with myself, because when you're so used to always having money and like not even asking for anyone, like for anything, asking money, especially to your significant other, it's kind of weird, especially when you're like so always dependent on yourself.
Yeah.
So for me to even open up to Leo and for him to see that, I didn't know what to do. And he was just so calm. He's just so opposite, so calm, and he was just like, I got it, we got it. And that's kind of like what solidified everything.
From that point on, I think that was when like I realized I could
different for us.
I could be a husband and I could support her when she doesn't have a job. And that was great. That was great. That's a great feeling for a man. But yeah, so
next question.
Okay, it's my turn. Okay, so this one reads, what are your plans for the future? Now this is a good question because we actually just talked about this yesterday.
It's a great question, but that question could lead on for an hour.
I mean, it could go on for an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could do a separate video on it.
No, we could touch base on it.
Yeah, we could do a separate video though, like go more in depth.
Okay.
But future plans in like bullet points, I would say to grow my business to a 6-figure business.
That's just
this is personal. This has nothing to do with both of us. These are personal goals that I plan to do in the future for us. But like these are goals that are made by me, for me, to achieve for us, if that makes sense. To have it become a six-figure business, I think it could give. I think I could pull it off. I know I can pull it off. Actually, as a matter of fact, there's been promises spoken over my life. Promise keeper, #Israel Houghton. There have been, promises spoken over my life that I will be actually making more than a 6-figure income. And I've always believed that because I've always been so determined and hardworking. So if it's been spoken over me, people can see that without even knowing who I am. I know it's a possibility. I don't know when, but I plan to achieve it within the next 1 to 2 years. Of course, to have employees and all that stuff. And another huge goal of mine is to travel at least once every month to a destination of my choice, to do short films or just even vlog and explore it and just get out there and know the world for what God created it to be, and explore it and really minister to other people, because we're all called to the nations, and I really want to actually do that, go to other nations and to, speak life into people and bring joy to them, so that's another goal. As far as the both of us, definitely I want to have kids. I cannot wait to be a father. But like we spoke about it yesterday, it won't be happening at all. As of right now, it won't be happening at all until we, 1, get married, and 2, which is a future plan, yeah. But 1, we get married, and 2, that she finishes college. And I want to be in California by then. And I think those are our short-term goals. And I think long-term, buy a house and pay mortgage, not rent. As well.
Just be successful, man, and like his.
But
business.
Successful, baby, could be broad. Like success.
No, baby, like success to where like we're comfortable, to where we know our kids their tuition is great. Like we don't have to worry about if they're ever being food. There being food in the fridge. Like success not limited. I'm talking about like
Yeah, have my own house. Have a Tesla is a long-term goal. I want to have a Tesla so bad. It saves energy, conserves a lot of gas. I mean, saves gas, conserves a lot of waste, and is beneficial for the world.
Hopefully, like this YouTube thing goes somewhere. So we can work together. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I would never want her to do something that she doesn't like. I'm not saying she's going to school to do that. But like, obviously we're very passionate about YouTube and about what we do on our daily lives, and for those things to actually be the things that sustain us could be actually really cool, And right now we're doing YouTube, and it's actually really free because we actually have to achieve a milestone of 1,000 subscribers before we even start getting paid. But yeah, I mean, that's something that will happen later down the road. But right now, like, just building and our relationship and just being, the best of friends to each other. I think those are like the key components to making these future plans happen. Next question.
When did you and your girl start dating? She's beautiful, by the way.
Thanks. Officially January.
He was in my DMs and texting me in
I was
December.
not.
I could pull up receipts, honey.
I could pull up the video when you asked for my number.
Because I wanted those pictures.
Right. You stuttered there.
So we had a photo shoot on Christmas Day.
Tell her what you.
Daddy was a photographer.
Tell them what you said.
Wait, let me get there.
When I got in the car.
So Leo was posting. Oh, cause he walked in that car. I was like, we weren't dating. We were in like, I don't know, just a little sparks. So he walked in the car. I was like, wow, you look really cute, Leo. He's like, thank you. How you doing, babe?
I said, thanks.
No, you're like, thanks.
Yeah, I was like, thanks. Wow. That means a lot.
Okay, so you're so stupid. Like I'm a celebrity. But yeah, we had a photo shoot and I want him all them pictures. So he was posting them, right? And I DM'd him like, can I have your number so I can have those pictures, something like that? So after that, it was every day.
It was every day. Like,
I don't know how though, but he's just so entertaining. So
yeah, we one time we stayed on the phone talking about sneakers.
I think that's what hit it off for Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, baby, I think that's a pretty straightforward question.
Literally.
And a straightforward answer. Oh wow, hold on, let me read these. I just wanted to say congratulations to both of you guys. I'm so happy for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's really awesome that people are actually happy for us.
It's my cute.
I think that's really cool. How did you guys meet? We already did that. Were you in shock when you proposed?
What?
Were you in shock when I proposed?
Heck yeah! Who expects to get proposed to? And if you do, that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. But yo, we're excited. But but yeah, I think
he threw a whole curveball.
Yeah.
Cause you know what? He was being very like rude. Like he would say like things like, I don't know, like maybe 2 years.
Yeah. So I would. So what I did, if you watch the video,
sick, man.
If you watch the video, when I said step 1 is to make her happy or whatever, I was gonna actually write step 1, make her wish she was getting married. And because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make her wish that I just got down on one knee already. And so I would say stuff like, yo, that's crazy, like Justin Bieber, proposed to his girl, man. Maybe I could do that in like a couple years.
Cause you know what? They started dating. Same time as we started dating. And then he proposed to her 7 months later.
Yeah, 7 months later. That's
and then we
cool.
were dating 7 months. I'm like, babe, like, hello.
Yeah, and I had already, like, I had all this stuff planned out. So when I found out that she told me, I was like, dang. So, like, I'm already, like, I had planned this out already.
He was being very, like,
so when it was perfect, everything that was happening was perfect. And so when she had told me that, I was like, yeah, maybe that could happen, like, sometime in the future or whatever. You know, whenever I can afford ring.
Yeah, he would make it seem like it's gonna be so far from
and
now.
Then
when I graduate. Like,
no,
I'm like, dang.
There was one time where we were in the car and I was like, what did I say, honey? Oh shoot, you were pissed off.
Yeah, I got mad. I don't remember what though.
I was like, you're gonna know when I propose. Like, you're gonna know when it's time. Like, when.
Oh, because he was trying to say, like, that I know him so well.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, I'll go send you to go get your nails done.
Yeah,
go do
like,
this, go do
how
that.
am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do that? You're gonna know because you told me to do it this way and that way.
And I'm like, babe, just figure it out.
Yeah,
like,
so one time I was like, you know what? You're just gonna figure it out and it's gonna suck. Point is, she got super heated. And I'm not gonna say that I wanted her spirit to be that way. But, like, I wanted to just make her wish, like, dang, I wish I didn't have to wait so long, you know? And I think I achieved that pretty well.
He did. It was so random.
But I think I planned everything. There was small things that you didn't see in the video that I did. Like, for example, like, I've vlogged a lot more every single day. But they were about, you know, just other stuff, you know? And then sometimes I throw in a little thing about us getting married and stuff, but because we're always together all the time, it's so hard to, like, sneak it in. So, but
yeah, I was very shocked.
Yo,
why did you juice?
Because I'm thirsty.
Yo, I need them to see how much you drink my juice, yo. Are there any more questions though?
No, honey, that's actually it. For people that do want to know, I am 22. She is 21. Huh? When's my birthday? She turns 22 November 3rd. Oh wait, you asked for my birthday.
Yes, honey.
Oh, May 31st, 1996.
He gave you on my birthday.
Yeah.
Good job, you know my birthday? Honey, this one says, I know you both were best friends at first, still are, but what made you realize you guys are meant to be boyfriend and girlfriend?
That we were best friends.
We were not best friends.
Yes, we were. When you talk about sneakers for hours and spend time in Dunkin' Donuts for hours, you're best friends. But yeah, guys. That's pretty much it. Those were all the questions that were asked, and those are all of our answers. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you so much for being a part. You guys don't know already, you are a part of something that will possibly be something huge in the future. Yeah, I'm glad that people are actually, you know, watching videos of us, and not even of us, just of what we make and what we produce, you know, cool stuff, you know.
Like when we got engaged, like people like knew there was gonna be a video.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's pretty cool. But I thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate the views, and I appreciate the likes, and I appreciate the DMs and the comments and all the good wishes.
All that good stuff.
There's another video, you know, just thanking everybody for the congratulations. That will be coming out. Just personally thanking everybody, you know.
Kind of got deep, so.
Yeah, it kind of got really deep, so. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I really appreciate you guys. I keep saying it, I know, but if you love the video, please give it a like, a comment, and subscribe. That does us a huge favor. You just being present and being here is already a tremendous favor. You know, I count that as a blessing. So yeah, I mean, pretty much done. So like always, stay blessed. You know, whenever you're watching this, I hope you have an amazing night or a day.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are, wherever you may be, whatever time it is, I hope that you are blessed and that you are receiving something from this video. We love you. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Peace! Ready to do the thing again. Ready? Go!